Hey, welcome back to Rich Tech. Today we're going to try to clean these Apple earphones. They are lightning earphones. They have that lightning junction, and they are very dirty. Now the reason why I'm trying to show you how to clean this is because I picked these up. They were thrown away, and so they are dirty. And I was wondering, why has the owner thrown these fairly good looking damage free earphones? I didn't know why. Maybe it's a mistake, I don't know. But I took these earphones and connected them to my iPad, and the first thing I realized that the iPad was saying the accessory is not valid or not detected or is not accepted, something like that, just saying that it cannot use the earphones. I was wondering what the problem is, and this is a genuine earphone, and it's supposed to work. Now I decided to do some experiment and cleaned off the dirt which was on this jack right here, this lightning jack. You can see it's clean. After cleaning it, I was pleasantly surprised. The message was gone, and I can do for you the experiment again before I wash this. Here's my iPad. It's connected right there, and there is no message. To make sure that it will work, I played some YouTube video. Now these are earphones, but I'll try to attempt to make you hear this.
I can hear my son's footsteps in the hallway as he gets ready for school. That lets me know it's about 6. At 6:30, I begin.
That's the sound on both earphones.
Traffic that's trying to catch up to me tells me it's about 6:45. These sounds let me know I'm not the only one moving about this.
That's the sound coming from our speakers, and if you put them near your ears, of course you don't put them into your ear because they are dirty. The quality of the sound that you hear through these earphones is great. So we're going to go ahead and clean these. The items you'll need are fairly simple, and they are things you can find in your home. You don't need to do any expensive purchases. First of all, you need some scouring powder. I placed a bit on this MagSafe casing. That's powder, scouring powder, and the scouring material, common toothbrush, and of course some material or cloth to dry this up. I'm just using a piece of discarded clothing there. That will be enough. I'd like to begin from this jack lightning side. Just put your scouring powder, apply some of it on this scouring material, just like that, and then softly run this scouring material over the cable and wipe this down with your piece of cloth. Of course, your piece of cloth should be fairly clean. At this stage, you can put some disinfectant to your water, the water you're using here, and also use it to rub this, because some of this may contain some germs. You don't want them to get into contact with your skin. But you dip this scouring material in water, get some scouring powder on it, then rub it over the wire. All around the wire like that, and then pull the wire slowly. Don't pull it too hard, you may break that joint. And then dry each stage or each portion of the wire that you have cleaned, and as you can see, this is turning out to be perfectly clean. Now I want to point out a few areas here where we have we may have a problem right at the junction, at the ends here. Both the scoring material and our piece of cloth doesn't reach there, and we have some scoring powder collecting there. So for that, here is where your toothbrush comes in handy. Of course, you don't use this on your teeth again. Once you've committed this to your cleaning, it's permanently for your cleaning. Now you go ahead with your toothbrush and just scrub lightly. And this goes for all the junctions or the joints you'll have. See that? It's clean, just like your teeth after brushing. Then you dry the water off, and that is perfect. See, just a bit of cleaning like that makes your cable look as good as new. You can also use the toothbrush on this end, put a little bit of water on it, drain all the water out of it. You can even use your piece of cloth, rub your brush on it to remove excess water, then use it to clean this end. This will remove any hidden dirt inside those joints where it may be difficult for the scoring material to reach. Once you've done that, you dry it quickly off with a dry piece of cloth. And the difference between the area you've washed and the area which has not been washed is just like day and night. This is dirty, this is clean. Now we're going to go ahead all throughout the cable like that. With the scoring material and our scoring powder. This point, I'm able now to read. All Apple products are written, they have some small lettering written in faint letters. Designed by Apple in California, assembled in Vietnam. Model number and the serial number right there. I think this is too small, you cannot be able to see it using this in this video, but our cleaning is coming out so nicely that you can be able to read those faint words at a distance. I'm going to go ahead and clean the rest of the cable that way. The cable can be this dirty or less dirty than this, but this method works for all types of dirt. These Apple cables are made out of rubber, which gathers dirt so easily. So from time to time you'll find yourself with a dirty cable. This goes on also for your lightning cables and your charger cables, your MagSafe charger cables. If you use this method, you'll be able to clean them nicely. And here we are at the joint where the two cables break off going to the earphones. Just do the same. Clean this gently, especially these two smaller cables. They are much more delicate. You don't need to be pulling them roughly. Just clean it gently and wipe off the dirt. Then the areas of the junction which are not accessible to the scoring material, just use your brush, again dipped in a bit of water. You can also apply a bit of the scoring powder on it, and then use it to clean the junction. And then dry this up. You get the point now. This is both gentle to the cables and gives you a good finish. We have the volume control junction. We do the same thing, but we have to be careful. Do the same thing, but be careful when you're cleaning off the dirt with this scoring material. You don't want to press so hard because you'll rub away the symbols of the volume, positive and negative. You don't want to rub those away, so gently clean that. It also has your microphone, that's a microphone symbol there. You do not want water to get into that, so quickly, once you've rubbed it with a scouring material, just clean and dry it off. But you'll find out that there's some dirt in the joint right here, so this is where your toothbrush comes in handy again. Use it to clean those difficult to reach places all around. Wow, look at that. Look at the difference between here and here, or here and here. That's the outcome you want. You want this to be as good as new. And you can see our earphone right there is too dirty, and the cable here is also dirty. Let's go ahead and wash this. This is very satisfying to see this transformation. Wash and dry these immediately. Remove any dirt which is in the difficult places using your toothbrush. Dry it off immediately. I can see some dirt still on in this junction. Okay, there they go. Wow, it's beautiful. Only remaining a small portion right here, which is still clean like that. For the earpiece, you do the same. Just make sure no water enters into any of the openings in it. You can be more aggressive with it because it's a piece of plastic, but you always want to ensure that you do not damage anything. Wipe off immediately. Then there's some places which are difficult to go in, like those. Our brush comes in handy. The bottom part of this earphone too. There we go. Wow, what remains is our earphone right here. It's very dirty. There are some holes all around here. I do not want water going into those, so first of all I wipe it gently with a damp piece of cloth to loosen any loose dirt, and with that, just that, you get rid of most of the dirt. Of course, this is where your ear gets into contact with this earphone, so you would want to put some disinfectant on your damp piece of cloth as you wipe this too. And it looks fairly good, but that's not the end. Use our toothbrush again to get into those difficult places like this black area and this sound area, output area. I'm trying to brush while removing the dirt out. Then wipe it off, wipe everywhere with a damp piece of cloth. Some dirt is still coming out from here. This black patch here, there is a hole. Clean it off. If you do a good job, this is how your earphone should look like. Now compare that to this, which has not been cleaned yet. It's not so dirty, but this one looks much better. As you can compare, you can see also the cables. This one is much better. Okay, we'll go ahead and clean that up and see the result. Now check this out. This is clean, super clean. They won't infect your ear. Our volume knobs are clean. You can see the controls, plus and minus, and on the other side the microphone symbol right there, and all along this earphone cable. The results are outstanding. And that's how you clean your earphones and any other Apple cables. And you can also be lucky like me to get rid of that accessory not supported message when you connect this to your iPad or your iPhone. Seems there was some dirt on the connector here causing that error sign. Thanks for your time. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you have any other method you use to clean your accessories, kindly comment in the comment section below. Also subscribe